Okay, good evening everyone. Ayan. So, tinitingnan ko muna yung nasa comment section natin, no? Para sa ating Facebook Live. Okay. So, if you can hear me clearly, guys, pwede bang pa-comment ng one? Ayan, para malaman ko kung naririnig ninyo ako. Medyo slow lang yung response, no? Ng ating comment section. Ayun, thank you, Mace. Ayan, okay, so nakikita ko na. Okay, so good evening. Ayan, good evening din, no? From Baguio City. So we have Miss Josephine and we have Miss Janice. Okay. A Jewel from Pasig City. We have also Antenueta. Ayan. Ayan, si Miss Mace, no? Nag-comment na. Okay, so thank you. Ayan. So, heto naman po tayo na para sa ating free webinar series. So, this time, I'll show you yung ating QuickBooks Online. Ayan. So, that's one of the accounting apps na ginagamit for online bookkeeping. So, this is not just one-time webinar lang natin. So, this will be series of webinar starting November until December. Ayan. So, every week. Okay, so it may be short session lang natin para mabilis yung absorption. But then, I will make sure na at the end dun sa ating mga webinar series ay meron tayong matutunan. Okay? So, ayan. So, I can see here Miss Gina from Antipolo. Okay. Andyan pala si Miss Jack. Ayan. Good evening. And then Miss Joveline and Janet. We have Miss Gina, Lizelle, MCP. Okay. Miss Arlene and June Pineda. Ayan. Okay. So, to start with, ngayong gabi, okay, so let's have a general overview but not so much with that kasi yung focus natin ngayon ay we're going to show to you how to create an invoice and then an expense and then check yung ating reports. Okay, so yun yung pinaka-importante, no? From creating income and expense, saan ba natin makikita yung nagawa na nating mga transaction. Okay, so ayan. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen. Ayan. Okay. So, tonight we'll make QuickBooks Online simple and beginner friendly. Ayan, so I'm sure some of you are still new with QuickBooks. Ano ba itong QuickBooks Online? Ayan, yung iba naman ay medyo natatakot pa mag-explore. Okay, so ayan, no? This session will help you build confidence and manage books like a pro. Okay. So, bakit po QuickBooks Online? So, I'm sure marami sa inyo ay interesado na mag-serve ng mga online clients, especially from US. Since this is a number one bookkeeping software for small business owners and the freelancers. So, if you master using this accounting apps, you are already 80% ready to serve the global clients. Okay. So, ito yung surface or interface or mukha ng Intuit QuickBooks. So, if you're going to subscribe or register, but then hindi lang muna natin ipapakita tonight, no, kung paano natin kung paano tayo pumasok inside QuickBooks, like subscribing. Okay? So, we will use sample company tonight muna. Okay? So, eto muna yung mukha ng kanilang site. And then, this is where you can select a plan. Okay? So, we will discuss that dun pa sa ating susunod na mga webinar series, no? On how are we going to select a plan and then open a subscription. Okay? Ayan. So, this is for Asian countries. Ayan. So, for Philippines, kung makikita ninyo, meron ditong quickbooks.intuit.com/ph. Okay, so this is for Philippines. Ayan. Okay. Now, we will use Test Drive. Ayan. So, this is a sample company ng QuickBooks Online. Okay? So, we have here Test Drive QuickBooks Online. So, that is how you proceed with the sample company using QuickBooks Online. So, type lang natin sa Google, Test Drive in QuickBooks Online. So, meron kang makikita na ganito. Ayan. Here. Okay? So, i-click ninyo to. And then, so you can choose here, it's either QuickBooks Online or QuickBooks Online Advanced. But for now, let's use QuickBooks Online Advanced. Kasi mas kompleto yung kanilang interfacing. Okay? Ayan. So, select all bicycles natin. Ayan, lumusot agad. Okay, ito lang yung security verification nila. Okay? So, remember, yung sample company, Test Drive in QuickBooks Online, i-google lang ninyo. Okay? So, medyo kakaiba na yung interface or mukha ng ating QuickBooks Online, no? Sa ngayon. Yun nga, no? Nag-evolve talaga si QuickBooks Online. So, you can see here a sample company. Ayan. So, kung mapapansin ninyo, merong mga graphs, ayan, like profit and loss, okay? So, we have here income and expenses, okay? And then, breakdown ng expenses and a certain percentage, no? Ito yung opening nila, okay? And then, you can see here, etong mga tab, like accounting. So, pag i-click ninyo to, okay? Ayan, mapupunta tayo sa bank transaction. So, kung makikita ninyo dito, etong three horizontal lines, pag i-click ninyo yan, okay? So, makikita nyo rin dito kung ano yung under kay accounting. So, kung napapansin nyo, yung pinindot natin sa accounting, bigla agad bank transactions. So, dito na natin makikita yung mga transactions na pumapasok coming from the bank or credit card or any other payment gateways. So, ano naman yung payment gateways, coach, no? Halimbawa, meron kang client na gumagamit ng PayPal. Familiar ba kayo sa PayPal? Yun yung merchant or a third party, what do you call this one? Sila yung nagpa-facilitate ng payment. Ayan, no? And then nakakonect sila sa bank. Okay? And then, kasi si PayPal, you can purchase anything, okay, international, no? Tsaka, so far, yan yung time na yun, nagsistart ako ng online bookkeeping. Yun yung unang-una talaga na ginagamit to accept international payments, no? Kumbaga pa, kung magbabayad yung client mo, ang ginagamit nila ay PayPal. So, isa yan siya sa mga payment gateways, no? Kung sa atin dito sa Philippines, one of the payment gateways ay yung GCash, okay? So, parang ganun yan siya, no? So, dito yan siya makikita sa bank transactions. So, dito pumapasok kung ano man yung kinoconnect natin or any account na kung saan diyan nagre-record or diyan natin inumpisan yung pagre-record ng mga transactions. Okay? So, dito talaga yung bulk ng work natin, bank transactions. So, kung napapansin nyo, so let's, excuse me, let's minimize this one. Ayan, i-click nyo lang yan para at least walang disturbo, no? Okay. So, kung napapansin nyo, meron tayo ditong, excuse me, checking account, savings account, and then the MasterCard. Okay? So, kung i-click mo yan, ibig sabihin, nandito tayo sa checking account ng mga transactions. So, ito yon. Okay? Yan. Etong mga transactions na ito, wala pa ito sa loob ni QuickBooks. Okay? Kasi, if you see here, 25, right? So, ibig sabihin, meron pa tayong 25 na transactions na ipapasok. Ayan. So, makikita natin dito sa for review. Okay, yan, 25, no? So, pag pinasok natin itong 25, dito na yan siya sa categorized. Ibig sabihin, nasa loob na siya ni QuickBooks. Pag sinabi mong for review, nakapark lang siya. Okay? Ipapasok tayo yung mag-categorize. So, coach, ano yung ibig sabihin ng categorize? Tayo mag-assign ng account. Anong expense transaction ba yan? Income transaction ba yan? Okay? Or asset transaction or liability transaction. Or kung anong account yung gagamitin natin. Okay? So, kung may makita kayong ganito, that's 25 transactions for review. Ibig sabihin, ipapasok pa lang natin. Pag ganito naman, katulad nito sa savings, no? We have one transaction na ipapasok. Okay? Ito naman sa Mastercard, ganun din, no? 7 transactions pa lang yung ipapasok nyo. So, wala pa ito sa QuickBooks. Pag nasa for review pa lang na tab, ipapasok nyo pa lang siya. Okay? So, ito yung area na gagawin natin yung pag-categorize ng transaction. Okay? So, yung for review, ipapasok pa lang natin. Pag-categorized, ito na yung ipinasok natin. Or dito na tayo nag-assign ng mga accounts or categorization. Kung expense account ba yan, income account, okay. Saka na siya papasok dito sa categorized. Ayan. Okay? So, usually, yung bookkeeper's workflow natin, number one, excuse me pag hindi nakakonect yung checking, yung savings account, yung credit card sa QuickBooks. Let's say, merong account si client sa Chase Bank. Tapos, gusto natin siya i-connect sa QuickBooks para ang gagawin lang natin ay pipindutin lang natin si update tapos mada-download na yung transactions. Okay lang yun, no? Pero pag hindi siya nakakonect, so ang gagawin natin ay i-manually upload natin. So tayo yung mag-upload ng transaction. Okay? Although hindi pa natin yan siya ipapakita sa ngayon, no? Kasi ang gagawin pala natin ngayon is to create invoice and expenses and then categorize and create bank rules. Okay? So, ayan. Later, dun sa ating mga webinar series. Now, pag nakakonect siya online, katulad nito, pag may makita kayong balances sa taas, and nakalagay dito updated moments ago, so ibig sabihin niya nakakonect siya online. So, pag nakakonect siya online, pipindutin nyo lang itong update. Okay? So, iikot lang yan and then, mada-download na yung mga transactions. O, halimbawa, updated as of this moment. Okay? Kung may mga transaction na nag-reflect doon sa bank, bababa siya dito kay QuickBooks. Okay? So, dadagdag siya. Okay. So, that's part of the bookkeeper's workflow. Aside from that, you categorize transaction. Okay, so balik tayo dito sa checking, no? Checking account. O, nag-open ng checking account si client. Okay, let's say this is a Chase Bank checking account. Ngayon, napapansin mo, ayan, no? So, meron na siyang November 22. Okay. Ayan, so meron na tayo ditong October 23, ayan, may mga transactions na tayo dito. So, ibig sabihin, eto, ipapasok na natin ito kay QuickBooks. So, ang gagawin natin, i-categorize natin kung Para saan ba ito si A Rental? Para saan ba ito si Pam Sates Hicks Hardware? Ano bang account yung gagamitin? Okay. So, yan yung ating second bookkeeper's workflow. That is to categorize transactions. Then third, na gagawin ay reconcile naman natin. So, ibig sabihin, yan ay yung chine-check natin kung yung mga pinapasok natin na transactions kay QuickBooks as of a given month ay nagre-reflect ba doon sa bank statement. Okay? So, that's how you reconcile monthly bank transaction. Okay? And then fourth is, after reconciliation, checking, you review the reports. Okay? So, una-una, upload bank feeds. Okay? Kung halimbawa man hindi siya nakakonect online, categorize transactions, you reconcile monthly, and then review reports. So, dito na yun pumapasok yung ating profit and loss, balance sheet, ayan, kung may cash flow statement, ire-review na natin yan. Okay? Okay, so let's have an example. So, eto na yung mga transactions under checking account, no? Na ipapasok natin. Although, meron na nakalagay dito, may minamatch na, okay, okay. Okay, so example, etong Hicks Hardware. Okay, eto. So, assuming etong si Hicks Hardware ay repairs and maintenance. Okay? So, pag sinabing account, eto na yung mga pipiliin natin ng mga account. Office supplies ba siya? Yan, pag-click mo yan, okay, so may mga expense accounts na dito. So, assuming this is repairs. Ayan. Let's say this is maintenance and repair. Okay? Ayan. So, you have here the vendor name. So, make sure meron tayong payee's name. Ayan. So, meron na tayong account. Okay? And then, i-add lang natin. Ayan. Okay? So, pag i-add na natin yan, nandito na siya sa categorized. Ayan. Okay? So, nandito na siya. Okay. So, ngayon, kung gusto mo siya tingnan doon sa reports, example lang. September ba yun? September 9. Okay. So, let's say profit and loss. Okay. Muna natin, September 1. Okay. So, kung gusto mo siyang i-check, let's say, just to be exact, tingnan natin September 9 yung date niya. And then, nasa repairs and maintenance. Ayan. Eto, maintenance and repairs. Okay. Ayan. So, nandito na siya. Hicks Hardware. So, pumasok na siya. Okay? Sa ating profit and loss. Kasi expense siya. Papasok siya dito sa ating profit and loss. Okay. So, kung napapansin nyo, Coach, bakit may mga iba mga transactions? So, eto, yung mga transactions na ito ay pinasok na. Okay? Nandito kasi ay for review. So, ibig sabihin, ipapasok pa natin ito. Okay. So, example, katulad nito. So, we have a rental. Ayan. So, let's say, try natin, copy yung payee. Ayan. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, wala pang A1 rental na vendor. Okay. So, i-add natin siya. No? So, mas maganda na i-add natin yung vendor name. Okay? Yan. Para in the future, kung merong mga A1 rental na mga expenses, pwede nating ma-check kung anong account yung ginamit. Okay? Tingnan natin. Ayan, halimbawa, ito ay rent or lease expense, no? Okay. So, ayan, 800. Okay. So, ngayon, kung nakikita mo, bigla agad siya nag-green, no? Kasi, nag-recognize na siya na meron ng historical transactions related to A1 rental. So, para hindi ka paulit-ulit, ayan, no? Tulad nito, paulit-ulit siya. So, you can create bank rule. Okay? So, para hindi na tayo paulit-ulit. Okay, so, nilagyan ko ng rule dito na A1 rental, money out. So, nasa checking mo na. So, any bank text, as long as meron ditong A rental or A1 rental. Okay? So, expense, rent or lease, we have A1 rental. Okay, so make sure wag ninyo itong automatically confirm transaction. So, itong green, yan, wag ninyo siyang i-auto add para meron pa tayong time to check. Okay? O yan. So, automatic, nag-rent or lease na siya. Okay? Yan. Okay. So, yan. Para ito sa pag-create natin ng bank rules. Para in the future, kung meron namang A1 rental sa automatic rent or lease. Okay. So the rest, dahil meron na mga nakamatch na deposit here, okay? So remember, this is a sample company. This is a landscape company. Ayan. So kung napapansin nyo, dalawa na yung, tatlo na pala, no? We have A Rental and Hicks Hardware. Okay. Now, halimbawa, it's your first time to check etong mga transaction and then gusto mo malaman kung ano ba yung mga accounts yung ginamit. Okay? So, tingnan na natin, hanapin lang natin, alisin na natin to. Itong vendor. Okay? Sino ba yung pinasok natin? Si Hicks Hardware. Okay, example, hanapin natin si Hicks Hardware. Okay, ayan. Okay. So, kung napapansin mo dito, ayan, no? Meron ka ng reference kung ano yung account yung gagamitin mo. Although, ito, no? Merong job materials. Okay? Ayan. So, depende ito sa expense na or what you call this one, transactions, no? Under kay Hicks Hardware. Okay? Ayan. Kasi ito, pinasok na ito dati. So, since this is a sample company. So, sinasabi ko lang sa inyo na para malaman nyo kung anong account yung ginamit previously, so pwede niyo tingnan sa vendor details. Ayan. Okay. Yung isa naman ay, let's check, sino ba yan? Si A, matulad nito, A1 Rental. Okay. So, since pinasok natin ito, tsaka kung merong bagong bookkeeper yung mag-check nito, so pag gusto niya malaman kung anong account ang ginamit under A1 rental, so makikita niya na rent or lease. So pagdating dito, kung merong mga A1 rental, ayan, malalaman niya na rent or lease. Okay? And para mabilis din ang work mo, no? You can also filter or sort by description or by payee. Ayan. Okay? Ayan. So, mabilis na lang yung pag-categorize mo. Okay? So, we have already created bank rule. Ayan. So, tingnan natin dito sa iba. Ayan. So, since nakamatch na yung deposit, so all we have to do is click na lang yung match. So, yung mga match, add, i-discuss din natin yan. Ayan, sa sometime. Ayan. Yung next natin na webinar series. Okay? So, halimbawa, eto. Okay. Let's say si Lara's lamination. Ayan. Gawan natin siya ng bank rule, no? Let's say we're going to, tingnan natin kung meron na bang Lara's lamination. Wala pa. So, i-create natin yung page's name. Okay? And then, create a bank rule kasi nakakatulong to. Okay? Any text that contains Lara's lamination. So, let's say this is office expenses. Okay? Ayan. So, hindi natin ito i-auto-add para may chance pa tayong mag-check. Okay? Invalid. Ayan. So, alisin natin yung apostrophe. Okay? Ayan. So, may nakalagay na dito, rule, office expenses. So, in the future, pag merong Lara's lamination, ayan, pag makita na tayo na rule, then, pwede na natin siyang ipasok. Okay? Ayan. So, this is for the MasterCard. No? So, that's how you create rules and then categorize. Then, aside from that, okay. So, eto. What if kung magre-record tayo ng income transaction? Okay? So, ang gagawin lang natin ay dito tayo sa create. No? May nakita kayo dito na plus create. So, i-hover nyo lang yung mouse. Ayan. Tapos punta tayo dito sa invoice. Okay? Ayan. Let us also, wait lang We'll try to open reports para makita ninyo, no? Let's say, how these income transactions go inside sa ating profit and loss. So, let's make the date today. Okay, so let's make it October. Gawin mo natin October 1. Ayan. Okay. So, let's create an invoice para ito sa mga customer, no? Ayan. So, kasi magka-create tayo ng sale. So, now we have to add customer name. So, importante yan, no? Kasi, this is an invoice. Kung mangongolekta tayo, dapat alam natin kung kanino tayo mangongolekta. So, kailangan natin ng customer name. Okay? So, halimbawa, let's say, Amy's Bird Sanctuary. So, that's the name of the customer, no? Yan. So, let's say, dahil ito ay landscaping business, okay, kung aware kayong landscaping, yan, yung nagpapaganda ng, ano yung nagpapalandscape, nagpapaganda ng kanilang lawn, ayan, yung sa harapan ng bahay, okay, or ano ba tawag dito? Magpapadesign, yung maglalagay ng mga plants, okay, so yun yung mga ganun na example, no? Halimbawa, this is a designed, ayan, so let's say, ang charge nila nito ay $100, no? Ayan. Okay. So, walang discount. Okay, assuming na i-check natin yung tax, no? Kasi merong tax dito. And then, may tax rate dito na 8%. So, ibig sabihin, aside sa $100, may papatong pa siya, no? Okay. So, California, 8%. So, more or less nasa $8. Ayan. So, after this one, etong design, ito yung income transaction. So, click mo lang siya na save. Okay? And then, kung gusto mo malaman kung, ayan o, naging 108 na siya. So, kung gusto mo malaman kung ano yung nangyari or ano yung entry, ayan, importante yan, malaman natin kung ano yung entry. Okay? So, punta lang tayo dito sa more actions, then go with transaction journal. So, para malaman mo kung ano yung account yung ginamit. Okay. Yan. So, when we create invoice, ang account na ginagamit dyan ay accounts receivable. Kasi invoice, no? On account. Okay, ayan. So, pumasok siya sa accounts receivable. Okay? And then we have here income account. So, may sales na. Ayan. So, we have 100. And then $8, ito na yung tax. Kaya naging payable siya. Ibig sabihin, may babayaran tayo, may i-remit tayo. Okay? So, kasi yung yung accounts receivable, total amount is $108. So, mas maganda malaman ninyo kung ano yung magiging entry para maintindihan nyo. Ano yung affecting account niya. No? So, since this is invoice, so more or less, you are creating accounts receivable. Ibig sabihin, sales on account, ito yung kokolektahin mo sa customer mo. Okay? And then, magre-record tayo ng sales income account. Ang nakalagay dito ay designed income. Okay? And then, yung difference ay yung tax payable. Ayan. So, kaya naging 108 siya. So, kung i-check natin dito sa profit and loss, okay, ayan. So, pumasok na si designed income. So, nakita ninyo to? $100. Okay? So, ayan. So, kung click natin to, ito na yung ginawa nating invoice. Okay? Ayan na siya. No? So, nasa $100 lang kasi designed income lang. Okay? Yung kasama niya na $8 ay nasa payable na amount. Okay? Tingnan natin dito. So, dahil magre-remit pa tayo, kaya naging payable siya. So, i-remit natin yon, may babayaran tayo. So, try natin dito ay ano yung account? Ito, Board of Equalization Payable. Okay, so tingnan natin dito. Ayan na siya. Okay, meron tayo ditong $8. Ayan. Okay, so that's for the balance sheet, yung payable natin. Okay, next is, dahil alam nyo na kung saan yun pumapasok, tulad dito, nasa ano siya, accounts receivable. Okay, ayan na siya. Okay, Amy's Bird Sanctuary. Okay, another one is, let's say, another invoice. So, next na customer natin, hanap tayo dito. Let's say, eto, si Diego Rodriguez. Example. Ito naman, hindi na naman service income. So, halimbawa, merong um, nabentang, katulad nito, no? Meron tayong nabentang items. Okay? And let's say sprinkler pipes. Ayan. Okay. So, halimbawa, nabenta natin to. Let's say this is $20. Okay. Gawin natin ito. Ayan, may nakalagay dito quantity on hand. Okay. Let's say, ang nabenta natin ay 5. Ayan. 5 sprinkler pipes. $20 ang benta. Excuse me. Ayan. Okay. And then, let's say, click save. Ayan. Now, kung titingnan natin sa transaction journal, tingnan natin kung ano yung mga entries. Ayan. So, we have AR, accounts receivable. Ayan, may sale of product income na. Okay? Kasi nakabenta kay Diego. Okay? Yung sprinkler. So, that is 100. Ito yung sales price. Okay? And then, yung $8 na sales tax. Okay, aside from that, dahil nabenta na yung items ni Craig's, syempre, mababawasan na yung kanyang inventory asset. Okay, yung kanyang items, no? So, the cost is $12.50 and then na-record yung cost of goods sold. Okay, ayan. So, na-credit sa inventory asset, pumasok naman siya sa cost of goods sold. Okay. So, kung titingnan natin dito, let's say, we're going to refresh this one. Halimbawa, ito ay, ginawa natin October. Okay? So, ayan. So, meron tayong sale of product income here of $100. Aside dun sa ginawa natin kanina na isa. Okay? And then, meron ding cost of goods sold kasi na-out na yung inventory asset. Okay? So, yan yung pang-counter niya na expense account, no? In selling an item. Okay? So, kanina wala tayong cost of goods sold. Ngayon, meron na. And then, meron na din tayong sale of product income. So, dito yan siya nanggaling. Okay? Ayan. So, syempre, kung i-check natin dito, si balance sheet. Okay, so let's refresh. Tingnan natin. Gawin natin itong October 1. Okay. So, kung i-check mo si inventory asset, ayan, may deduction na siya. Okay? Kasi nakabenta na. Oh. So, check din natin dito si yung payable. So, eto siya ulit. $8. No? Ayan. So, nakita na ninyo yung impact na yung mga transactions na pinapasok natin. Okay? Depende yan siya sa account kung profit and loss account ba siya or balance sheet account. Okay? So, dito ninyo yan siya i-check sa transaction journal. So, kung halimbawa hindi nyo alam, ano kayang affected na accounts, no? Yan. So, dito lang yung titignan sa transaction journal. Okay? So, since nakagawa na tayo ng income, ayan. So, nag-add tayo. Nag-add ba tayo ng customer name? Hindi naman, no? Kasi, ang ginamit natin yung existing na customer name. Okay, so, if you want to, let's say, add customer name, parang ganun din yung ginawa natin doon sa kanina, yung sa vendor. Let's say, bagong customer ito, no? Let's say, customer A. Ayan. So, all you have to do is add, click mo lang add new. Excuse me. Halimbawa, wala pa kayong email, wala pa kayong phone number, so okay lang yan. So, i-click save mo lang. So, pwede nyo naman yan siyang i-edit later on. Ayan. So, meron ka na ditong customer A. Okay? So, kung halimbawa, ang kinuha niya dito ay okay, so let's say this is $50. Ayan. Okay. Click save natin. And then, tingnan natin dito. Transaction journal. Okay. So, ayan na siya. No? So, landscaping services, job materials, fountains, and garden lighting. Okay, so ito yung kanyang account. So, we're going to refresh this one para makita natin ano yung impact niya sa P&L, profit and loss, kasi nakabenta ka. So, ito na yun. Okay? Yan. So, meron ka ng sale product income, meron ka pa ditong design, and then, sa landscaping services mo yung isa. Okay? Yan. So, next is, let's record an expense. Okay. So, punta lang tayo dito. Hindi pala dyan, no? Sorry. Dito tayo sa create. Okay. So, vendor expense. So, who did you pay? Let's say this is vendor B. O, yan yung pangalan ng supplier. Okay? So, click save. And then, let's say, ang ginamit natin na pambayad nito ay etong checking, for example. And then, let's say, ito ay payment sa dues and subscription, or example, dues and subscription. Say this is $100. Okay. So, click save. So, para makita ninyo kung ano yung entry. Ayan. So, dues and subscription. And then, checking account. So, if you're going to check naman sa P&L, so refresh natin. So, ayan na siya. Dues and subscription. So, ito yung $100. Okay? So, syempre, nabawasan yung checking account. So, mababawasan din yung checking account natin dito. No? Yung gawin natin ito. Ayan. So, ito na yun siya. Nabawasan na yung balance ni checking account. Okay? So, that's how you check yung mga reports, no? Kung halimbawa meron kayong pinapasok ng mga transactions. Ayan. Okay? So, another one. Let's say, Books by Bessie. Ayan. So, mm, let's say these office expenses, no? Amounting to $150. Ayan. Okay? Then, click Save. Ngayon, gusto mo siyang i-check kung ano yung uh, accounts na yun naapektuhan sa pag-create mo ng expense transaction. So, ayan. So, bawas kay checking account. Ayan. Tapos, nag-recognize ka ng expense transaction. Okay? So, kung makita mo dito sa profit and loss, refresh lang natin. So, dapat papasok yung expense transaction. No? See, this is, ayan. So, nasa office expenses siya. So, tingnan natin dito. Ayan. So, Books by Bessie. So, andyan na siya. Okay? So, dito naman, syempre, mabawasan na yung ating checking account. Right? Ayan. Okay? Ito na yung 150. Okay. So, kagandahan na dito sa sample company, pwede kayong mag-practice dito. So, hanapin nyo lang yung test drive in QuickBooks Online. So, may access na kayo kay sample company. So, ang problema naman nito, ang challenge lang when you use the sample company, pag nag-out ka na, mawawala na yung in-enter mo na mga transactions. Okay? So, kumbaga pa, pag gagamitin mo ito, isang upuan mo talaga, focus ka lang, let's say, 1 hour ka mag-practice para makita mo anong effect nito sa ganitong account. Okay, so wag ka muna mag-out. Oh, yan yung challenge, no, when you use this sample company. Okay? So you can use this demo company. You add one sample invoice and one expense transaction. Ayan. Okay? And then, pag nagawa ninyo guys, no, I challenge you, post your screenshot. Ayan, inside, no? Lalong-lalo na after our session. Okay, para hindi nyo makalimutan, no? Um, if it's your first time to create invoice, customer invoice, or if it's first time to create expense transaction. So, encourage you to post your screenshot in the group after this session. So, don't worry about perfection. Okay, so you just have to experience doing it. So, ano yung sinasabi ko? Experience doing it para ma-practice nyo kung paano yung mag-create. Okay, so you just have to go to create. Ayan, para sa invoice. And then, kung mag-create tayo ng expense, eto naman. Okay? Para doon sa babayaran natin, doon sa mga suppliers natin. Okay, so like I said, don't worry about perfection. You just experience doing it. Okay? So, since it's your first time, ayan, no? Kailangan na natin siyang i-practice. Okay? So, ano yung ginawa natin kanina? Ang ginawa natin kanina ay nag-categorize tayo ng transaction, no? Sample transaction, and then we also create bank rules. Etong creation ng bank rules, no? It's also a process of automating the categorization of transactions. Ayan, yung nasa bank feeds natin. Okay? Ayan, kung pindutin natin si accounting, ayan, mapuproceed agad tayo sa bank transactions. So if we're going to click this three horizontal lines, ayan, so dito na natin makikita yung dashboard. Okay? So, dyan na muna tayo. Bank transactions muna kasi kung mapapansin nyo, napakadami, right? So, ma-overwhelm kayo. No? We have bank transactions. And then, kung mag-create tayo, ayan, merong expense transaction. So, ano ba yung expense transaction na pinasok natin? Ayan, no? Okay. Si A1 Rental yung pinasok natin. Si Vendor B na pinasok natin. Si Books by Bessie. Ayan. So, nag-reflect siya. Tama? Dito naman tayo sa what do you call this one? Itong sa sales. Okay? So, let's check with the invoices. Ano yung pinaka recent natin? Ayan. Okay? So, pindutin mo lang yan. Okay. Ayan. So, most recent. So, eto na yung create natin. Customer A, si Diego, si Amis Bird Sanctuary. Okay. So, makikita na natin yan. Na? Ayan. Okay. So, and then if you want to check ano yung effect niya, saan tayo pupunta? Dito sa reports. Okay. So, dito lang muna tayo sa standard reports. Ayan. So, pwede natin yan siya, click natin yung right side ng mouse and then you go with open link in new tab para at least hindi siya magagalaw dito, no? So, dito ka pa rin. So, you can choose here, ano ba yung, ito yung mga favorites, ibig sabihin, ito yung pinindot natin na green, no? So, papasok yan siya as favorites. Halimbawa, kung meron ka tagang mga reports na lagi mong chine-check, let's say this one, profit and loss by month. So, pag i-click mo yan, pupunta yan siya sa taas. Ayan. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung mga reports na lagi mong chine-check para hindi ka na magsascan pa dito sa baba. Ayan. Okay? So, yan. Papasok siya as favorites. Ayan. So, that's for reports. So, you can click this one, balance sheet, yung pinakita natin kanina. And then, this one is the profit and loss. And another one is we have the balance sheet. Okay. So, dito naman natin mag-reflect yung mga bank accounts, credit cards, okay? Payable. Ayan, wala pa naman tayo sa payable, no? So, later pa natin yan itatouch. Okay? So, ano lang muna tayo? One step at a time. Okay. So, ngayong gabi, ayan, no? Pinakita na natin partially how are you going to categorize, paano mag-create ng bank rules para makapag-automate, para in the future, pag paulit-ulit na yung mga transaction, tapos nakakreate ka na ng bank rules, hindi ka naman babalik doon. Tapos, maghahanap ka naman, ano nga yung account na ginamit ko? Ayan. No? So, um, that's the reason why we create bank rules, no? Katulad kanina, di ba, napansin natin, pabalik-balik yung transaction ni A1 Rental. Kaya ginawa na natin yung uh, bank rule. Okay? So, kung gusto mo i-check yung mga rules na ginawa mo, ito. Okay? So, check lang natin dito. Ayan. So, ito yung mga ginawa nating rules, no? Okay. So, dito lang kayo pupunta sa three horizontal lines. Click nyo lang yan. So, dito pa lang tayo sa bank transactions. Okay? Ayan. And then, aside from that, we started to create bank rules na. Okay? Lalong-lalo na dun sa mga recurring transactions. Halimbawa, McDonald's, ayan, pinasok mo as meals and entertainment. Tapos next month, 3, 4 na McDonald's. So, syempre, mahilo ka na, no? Gawa ka na naman. Okay, tapos baka ibang account yung gagamitin mo. Okay, assuming na fix na yung meals and entertainment, so hindi mo na kailangan pang alamin, no? Kumbaga, papagawan mo na siya ng rules, automatic, makikita mo na siya sa bank feeds mo. Okay, so that's the best way for you to automate. So these small habits like this sa creating rules, checking mo yun kung anong effects sa profit and loss and a balance sheet. Okay, etong mga small tips or habits, it will help you turn from beginner to a pro fast. Okay, so syempre, if you are just starting out, ayan, gusto mo malaman ano ba itong effect nito, no? From creating invoice, creating expense, okay? And then later on, ayan, paunti-unti, step by step, you will be more confident, okay? And you will be more organized. And at the same time, you'll feel happy handling client books. Kasi, ayun, naintindihan mo na yung process, okay? So, yung sa dashboard natin, sa accounting na part, so ito pa yung in-explore natin, no? A bit of bank transactions, the rules, and then creating expenses, okay? So, nandito. So, nandito tayo sa create tab. Ayan, kung may mga plus sign, ayan, create. So, if you want to create invoice, if you want to create expense. Ayan. So, dito din natin makikita sa create na tab. Okay? So, let's review. Ayan. So, dito sa dashboard, pag pindutin natin si accounting, makikita natin yung bank transaction. Okay. So, kung saan yan nakapindot, ayan, katulad nito, if it's 22, ibig sabihin, 22 transactions yung ipapasok pa natin. So, ibig sabihin, lahat na ito ay ipapasok natin. Okay? Same with savings, same with 6 transactions doon kay Mastercard. Okay? Ayan. So, dito na yung sa part ni accounting. And then, if you want to create rules, so dito natin ma-check, no? Under sa, ang bilis niya kasi mag-reflect agad. So, parang nag-aagawan si create tab at saka itong 3 horizontal lines. So, babantayan nyo lang. Okay? And then, to create invoice, ayan, no? Dito tayo sa create invoice. And then for the vendors, we have the expense. Okay? So we have recorded income and expenses. So if you have time over the weekend, you explore this one, no? Yan, sample company. Paano tayo makapunta sa sample company? Google nyo lang, test drive QuickBooks Online. Okay? Yan. And then, if you want to check the reports, saan tayo pupunta? Dito tayo sa reports. Okay, so pindutin na natin yung standard reports. Then, hanapin muna natin yung si balance sheet, profit and loss. Ayan, yung mga basic na financial reports para makita natin kung ano ba yung maging impact or effect niya sa ganitong mga reports. Kasi more or less, ito yung mga important financial reports na chine-check ng accountant, if you're a bookkeeper, or yung tax accountant. Ayan. Okay? So, yan yung laging chine-check na report. So, mas maganda na maintindihan ninyo na para saan itong balance sheet, para saan itong profit and loss. Okay? So, ayan. So, next webinar series natin, ibang dashboard. Ibang part ng dashboard naman yung i-explore natin. Okay? So, let's just make it, yun bang, wag lang natin mamadaliin na aralin natin yung lahat. Kasi, si QuickBooks kasi ay medyo advanced yung kanyang setup. So, one step at a time lang muna tayo, no? So, income and expense. So, eto din muna yung gagawin ninyo over the weekend. So, I encourage you to create at least 3 income transaction and 2 expense transaction. And then you check that one dito sa ating standard reports. Ano yung magiging effect niya or impact niya sa balance sheet at saka sa profit and loss. Okay? So, ang gagawin lang natin, paghahanapin natin yung Google lang natin and test drive. Okay? And QuickBooks Online. Yan. Okay. Yan. Makikita nyo to. Okay. So, pipindutin nyo lang to. Ayan. And then, may dalawa dito, no? So, ito yung ginamit natin. So, i-click nyo lang ito. Okay? So, since yung matatandaan yung income and expense, madali lang siya. So, I'm sure some of you, ngayong gabi, ayan, magsa-start na yan, magpa-practice. No? So, don't forget to try to create invoice and expense and try also to assigned account no sa ating bank transaction. Ayan. Okay? So, pipili ka dito. Katulad nito, naka-match na ito, no? So, katulad nito, ayan. Pag mag-out ako nito, mawawala na yung ginawa ko. Yun lang yun sa sample company. So, I'm sure, ayan, pag mag-explore kayo nito, so, malalaman ninyo kung paano ba yun gagamitin yung mga accounts. Ayan. So, later, i-discuss din natin ano naman itong mga chart of accounts. Okay? Tulad nito, chart of accounts. Bakit importante itong chart of accounts? Ayan, no, yung mga checking, savings. Okay? So, ito yung mga balance sheet accounts. So, ito naman yung mga profit and loss. Okay? So, kung napapansin nyo, meron nakalagay dito, BAL. So, that's balance sheet. Okay? Ito naman, P&L. That's profit and loss. So, one step at a time lang tayo para hindi tayo ma-overwhelm. Okay? So, basic kasi ayan si income and expense, no? Kasi kung ano man yung pinasok mo kay invoice, may impact siya sa income, magre-reflect siya sa profit and loss. So, same with expense. Okay? Ayan. So, more of this pa guys, don't worry. So, hanggang December naman tayo eh. So, para at least worthwhile naman yung ating weekly session. Okay. Ayan. So, marami palang humabol, no? So, we have here, ayan, nilagay talaga ni Miss Josephine, Google, Test Drive, QuickBooks Online. Okay, we have also Miss Raquel, no, watching from Lucena. Yung sales receipt, okay, so next ano na natin yan, next webinar series natin yan. Kasi ngayong gabi, ano yung discuss natin? We have the income, we have the expense, and then we also create a bank rules. Okay. Ayan, si Miss Nancy, ito pala yung kayang tanong. Kaya pala sumagot dito si Mark, no? Anong gagamitin pag cash sales? Mangutang si customer. Okay. Marami pala dito yung taga Jensen. We have also from CDO and Davao City. Mozambique. So, ibig sabihin, that's out from the Philippines, right? Okay. Ayan. So, we have also from Antipolo. Okay. So, ayan, no? I hope ngayong gabi, okay, so pwede kayo mag-practice. Ayan. So, yung homework natin, try to record at least 5 transactions lang. Ayan, simple lang. 5 transactions. So, try to record 3 income plus 2 expense transaction. Okay? Tapos, i-post ninyo sa ating group my first QuickBooks Online experience. And then, if you want, you can screenshot your sample na transaction na ginawa mo. Okay? So, parang practice din ito para ma-build din yung confidence na ito na yung ginawa ko na assignment. Okay? So like I said, practice is the secret. So wag lang natin hayain na hanggang learning lang tayo pero hindi natin ginagawa or hindi tayo nagpa-practice. So like I said, the more you do, the faster that you're going to master QuickBooks Online. Okay? Kasi medyo compared to zero, si zero kasi ay created for non-accountants. Okay? Si QuickBooks Online, so medyo complex siya. Okay? Pero like I said, lahat naman po ay matutunan. Kaya nga, step by step lang muna natin yung mga topics. Okay? So ngayon, nag-create lang tayo ng income and expense plus the bank rules. Ayan, pinakita lang din natin kung paano paano tayo mag-add, no? Ng transaction. Okay? Ayan. So like I said, practice is the secret. So the more you do it, the faster you're going to master etong QuickBooks Online. Okay. So, remember guys, like you, okay, newbie din ako, first time using QuickBooks Online, okay? So, every pro was once a beginner na hindi nag-give up, okay? So, I'm sure you've taken your first step towards becoming a confident, client-ready online bookkeeper. So, next time, ayan, mag-go deeper pa tayo doon sa mga, ano ba ito, mga bank feeds, bank reconciliation, which is also the heart of accuracy. Okay? So, that's also part of the bookkeeping workflows, no? Part siya ng work ni bookkeeper. Okay? So, ayan, no? See you inside the community and then keep practicing, lalong-lalo na tonight kung gusto niyo or over the weekend. So, assignment lang natin, 3 income transaction and 2 expense transaction. Okay? Using this sample company. Ayan. So, para meron kayong mapag-practicean, no? Um, over the weekend. Okay? Yes, ayan, si Enrique. One at a time, magiging confident din ako. Okay? So, ayan lang, practice lang tayo para, kumbaga pa maging confident. Di ba? Kasi pag parating mo na yan siyang ginagawa, nag increase yung confidence mo. So, ayan, I encourage you, i-post ninyo yung mga assignment ninyo. Ayan. My first QuickBooks online experience. Okay, so, yun na yung assignment nyo. Okay? So, ayan. We will post the schedule kasi more or less Friday or Thursday. So, depende yan, no? Hindi tayo pwede ng Friday next week kasi bakasyon, no? That's October 31. So, more or less, let's make it October 30 sa Thursday. Kasi yung iba, marami na yung magbabakasyon. So, we'll discuss more of QuickBooks Online. Ayan. So, thank you guys. Thank you for being with me tonight. So, alam ko yung iba ay busy or merong gala. Ayan. Pero you take time to attend our webinar series. Okay? So, asahan nyo na may mga topics tayo every week. Okay? Or every other week. We'll post that one inside the SBAB, no? Kung ano yung mga possible na topics na i-discuss natin using QuickBooks Online. Okay, QuickBooks Online muna natin yung ating i-discuss, no? For our webinar series. Okay, so thank you. Ayan. God bless and happy weekend. Okay, bye!